Hello, you. My name's Circadian. This is, well, what this is. You know, surely what this must be. And, yeah, welcome. It's been a couple of days since I've done uploaded one of these. I have done both of the daily runs, but technical problems and other issues have led to me just not uploading them. Hopefully this one will go better and I can actually upload this to the internet. But yeah, there have been some changes being made just to kind of file types and video encoding and stuff, and it's all gone horribly messy. But you haven't missed much. Mostly, if I remember correctly, both of yesterday's and the day before's runs were silent runs, and both I successfully won with. No, actually, wait. No, yesterday's wasn't, was it? Yesterday was a defect one, and I didn't win because I still haven't won this game with a defect. But having cleared that up in a definitive way, I think we can move on and see what today's daily climb is. It could be anything. It's the silent again. Specialised, so we will get that 150 point bonus, as will everybody else. Big Game Hunter, and Binary. Yeah. So it depends, I guess, very much on what those 5 single rare cards are. What are we getting? Hello, Meow. You've given me 5 Wraith Forms. That is... I don't even know where to start with that. I mean... Wraith Form is a... It's a good card, and... Although losing dexterity at that kind of rate is terrifying, stacking the Wraith Form should do enough to help you avoid... I don't know, I mean... This is going to be weird. I'm really quite concerned about this. Does everybody get the same card? I don't know if that's the case or not. Let's find out how we get on with 5 Wraith Forms in the deck. The deck is currently almost 33% Wraith Forms. It's not good news. Alright, so Binary and Big Game Hunter. I don't know about swarming, but yeah, there's plenty of them, and that's bad news. Big Game Hunter. I don't like fighting elites. I know, and I did go to the trouble of researching points, and I don't have a lot to report on that, other than the main fact is there's lots of one-off and quite small 25-50 point bonuses for achieving or hitting certain targets. But the vast majority of the scoring in this game is simply done via elite kills. The variable is how many elites do you kill. And yeah, that's the main way, as far as I can tell, of increasing your score. Is just making sure that you get as many elites as possible. They're 10 points, 20 points and 30 points respectively per elite for each elite kill on the 3 floors on the Beyond the City and the other place, whatever they're called, I can never remember. And yeah, that's in contrast to 2 points for each normal monster kill. So if you want high scores, that's the way to do it. I do want high scores, even though I have no confidence in my ability to achieve them. I mean, I can only really see a maximum route of 3 elites. I guess this 1, 2, 3. No, that's a 3 elite route. I'm sorry for spending so long looking at this screen, but it looks like they're all 3 elite routes. There's very little difference. The only major difference is that you get to shop a couple of times to going this way. Possibly 3 times pitch, but which I'm down for. Let's head this way and take the question marks. Even though there are not as many points involved. I mean, if you want... I suppose if you're maximising score, you should stick to the normal fights as well. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, got to actually kill these things. So I could just Wraith Form. I mean, the thing about Intangible is you still take damage as well. You know I hate to take damage. I could just... see myself. If I neutralise this guy, does it drop him down to 10? Yeah, so I can strike. Defend, just strike. I don't know if I want to be... Like, as the Silent as well, if this was ever the Ironclad, and for some reason Ironclad just never turns up in the daily beta climb, But, you know, I can see an argument for it. I'm just going to kill this guy rather than block him out. But yeah, I'm not convinced it's good, and I don't have a means of healing these 1-2 per turn. Christ. I mean, there is always the argument to just get them out of the deck. That's certainly an objective worth pursuing. What am I supposed to do with all these cards? I don't really want to play them. I don't want to have -12. I suppose it doesn't really matter, does it? I'm going to get through this fight, but it's later on. I guess against elites, it's going to be interesting. I mean, there is an argument to say that you shouldn't go any damage unless we play this. I mean, I'm probably better off playing the defend, to be honest with you. I guess it's going to be good, and what I'm wondering to myself is, do I maybe want to try and minimise the size of the deck? Try and keep a small deck here in order to keep the frequency of the Wraith Forms up. Let's say yes for now. I'm not going to go jumping into every card draw available. Of course, there aren't that many cards. Well, I don't want deflect. I don't think I want distraction. Sorry, I'm having my morning standoff with the cat, who is howling because she thinks she deserves more food, because she doesn't like the food she's currently got. I know her well enough to know that if I leave her alone, she'll eat most of it, and then I can remove the chicken nuggets. Right, cat's been corralled. The problem with the early game here is that if you are going to try and keep a relatively small deck, or you want to be choosy about the cards that you take, it's difficult because you want to start doing something to make this more than just a basic deck with a load of infallible stuff in there, intangible stuff, whatever the word is. I might take the distraction. It's a decent card, and it just gives a little bit of variety, and I think that's needed. Yeah, but see, this is exactly the kind of stuff we're talking about. Let's actually get small deck here. So, excuse me. Maybe I don't need the defense. Normally, I'd take the strike out, but I think I could probably lose a defend here. So I think I have to do this. Don't ask me why. I have my reasons. Upgrade 2 cards for 14 HP. It's kind of a terrible choice, but oh, the intangibles go to 4 Wraith Form. So I want to fight more. I want to see cards. I'm going for fights, and there's points in it, so that's important as well. So if I have intangible, I'll take 2 HP damage and spend 3 energy. If I play the 2 defends, I'll have 1 HP damage. I can play the distraction first then, just to see what it is. Blur is fine. Defend, and then just chuck out a strike, I guess. I'd rather take 1 HP damage than 2. Intangible later in this journey, intangible is going to be useful, but at the moment it's kind of like choosing between taking 5 damage or taking 1 damage. I choose no damage. So here is also pretty straightforward. We just remove you, put that out there, chuck the defend, and then strike for no reason, just for the sheer cathartic joy of violence, and then find 8 damage, or a heck of a lot of Wraith Form cards. Also is an option. Could have pulled the Swift Potion, but there's no need. I'm getting where I'm going eventually, unless I can successfully find a strike. So I'm glad I took the defend out and not the strike. Footwork. I mean, well, alright. It kind of buys you an extra couple of turns, but it just doesn't seem like that's a good choice for the deck. Flying Knee probably is, though. I know I'm not being particularly discerning about my card choices, but I think Flying Knee's going to have some long-term benefits. Wasn't expecting a shop. I mean, I don't know. Don't really want any of these. Haven't got an indication as to where my... I mean, I could go with Backflip and... I don't know why I thought Backflip had shivs in it. I mean, really, if we're running this kind of deck, the first thing that I should do, and this... It just never works. I don't know why I'm really doing this, but we'll give it a try. If I need to block, I will use intangibles. God knows I have enough. Do I also want to buy Backflip? I probably do for 25. It's an absolute steal. And then the decision here, I was going to go this way. And then heal. And then probably go this way, but maybe come up here. This has more elites. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, another 2 points up for grabs here. Let's roll the distract. Well, hang on a minute. If I play the distraction and it doesn't help, it helps. There is a chance that distraction screws me there. There's an element of gamble. I just don't really get to do anything here. Might as well play it. Backflip for more damage. Don't really find what I need, but I've got more energy for the next turn, and my dexterity's in the toilet now, so. Yeah, I'm not wildly confident about this. He hasn't attacked either during the entire time that I've been blocking, which I'm fine with. This totally redundant neutralise, and I just don't have enough damage in this goddamn deck. So there goes all of my intangibles. I mean, I can just kill it here. Yeah, not loving it, but we'll see how we get on. So, Fume seems like a pretty obvious start to the archetype train. Yeah, let's do it. And we'll go for the elite. It's our good friend the Knob. And I think on turn 1 here, I do... Well, I could Flying Knee, I guess, but... There's 3 more Wraith Forms in the deck. I can just play the upgraded one though, and it's fine. I think I can do that. I mean, I feel like this should work, but I just don't know. I need more damage in the deck. That's the problem. I need to get rid of these defend cards and get some actual sharp things happening. Because at the moment, my hands, when I draw them, they're just full of shite. Play the Fumes. Strike you twice. It's a pretty good turn. I'll take it. Still haven't enraged him at all. He's still not getting near me. Strike. This is my last turn of intangible. I guess I'm going to find another one of my 4 Wraith Forms in here. Yep, there's one. Just put that out. Nice. I think Noxious Fumes is probably, if I am going to keep a very small deck with poison, Fumes is going to have to be my main upgrade target for the time being. Just the 2 strikes in hand. -8 dexterity now. Slowly chipping away those 1-pointers from me. Triple strike. It's not quite enough. But it will get me through. So I mean, yeah, this is effective. It's definitely keeps them under control. Oh, nice. That's incredibly good news. I couldn't have asked for a better pickup. So I now have ridiculous healing as well. Woohoo! Happy days. I'd like Tactician. I think Unload is a pretty good choice, though. That's kind of the damage I was looking for in the deck. I can't afford the 100. It's a shame. Do I want any of these? Prepared is definitely very good. Heal Hook isn't going to trigger enough. I mean, Prepared is just... Is there ever a good time to pass up on a Prepared? It's a free card cycle. It doesn't come with any obvious drawback I can think of. Yay, the Potion Belt. So glad they added that to the game. So I sort of feel like I don't need to heal. And I know that seems a bit suicidal, but I mean, if you look at the deck, I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 powers already. I mean, that's a lot of healing there. That's up to 12. I'm not going to play all of my Wraith Forms. And I'm going to lose HP from the chipping away. My problem is, I really want to smith things. Because, especially with a small deck, I'm going to do it. And so the first smith, what's high on the priority lists? Unload would be nice, actually. Noxious Fumes, though, is a very important card to smith. It makes a big difference to how effective it is. Prepared is good. Backflip is alright. Flying Knee, not really. Free Distraction is pretty good. I'm gonna smith Fumes because it's just really important. And then we're gonna fight. Hopefully, we're gonna get a few powers off. This is exactly when you want Wraith Form. This is just so good for business. So we'll play Fumes. 100% of this time. I'm going to get Prepared out. I'll discard this and then strike and unload. Pretty good. He's running. Need to find 20 damage. Not quite gonna pull it off. Oh, it's close, isn't it? I don't know how much I'm actually doing here. I think I have got him. Yeah, he dead. So that was super good. I think I actually made a profit on health as well. Well, I've gone the other way, haven't I? I've tapped poison, and I think I'm going to stay there. Broken Dagger is a sensationally good card. Oh, that's really tough. Really tough. I've got a real urge to buy it. It's just such a good card. It would be foolish not to take it. So I want to fight 2 elites. I haven't hit enough elites yet. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to take this guy on. It's Lagavulin. I can beat Lagavulin. I mean, when he does finally get up, I can Wraith Form him. Immediately, though. How much damage can I do here? I can hit them for 3, 9, 13. It's not a huge amount, but it does wake him up. Do I want to wake him up? Maybe I do. Just playing Survivor for no reason at all, just to establish dominance. So now seems like a good time to Wraith Form. You could start doing your one-hit damages. And I can start smacking you about with real cards. Let's play this first of all. I'm not going to need my defend. We'll Flying Knee, Strike, and Unload. That's pretty good. Seems to be working. I do need to keep the deck size as small as possible, and I think going to the next shop and just selling another strike. Maybe the blade. Well, defends actually what I need to get rid of, aren't they? Here we have various options. Prepared. I don't need to defend. We neutralize. We strike. We unload. After we do the distractions, you never know. Concentrate for 3. No, we'll just do that. Thanks. I mean, I'm a little bit worried about the damage which we're doing. He has now effectively weakened my strength. Finally get fumes out. Need to find another Wraith Form shortly. That's the nightmare when it all goes really wrong. But I do have potions for... Wait till we're doing 1 on this turn, isn't he? Prepared out, defend, chuck the backflip. I think I stack up. I think I have to. The chances of me not being able to find another one on the next turn are too great. Now, he is greatly eating into my damage himself, which is a concern. I'm doing 4 each with these. This does 10. But the poison will get there eventually, as long as I manage to hold off his attacks. And I think I'm going to come out of this with an HP profit, which is, you know, always the dream. My need does enough to get us to the end. Strike will just finish the deal. Cool. So, wow, this is going well. Not going to likely get much out of Runic Dodecahedron, but Adrenaline, yeah, that can come into the deck. That's a good card. So let's head here, and then turn 1 Wraith Form. What's the alternative? Something like Cloak. Yeah, I don't have to do it yet, that's a certain. Alright, let's prepare to weigh the Wraith Form for another Wraith Form, thanks. Play Cloak, play Neutralize, play the Shiv. That leaves me with 2 out of 3. I think I'm going to do this now. Alright, that's cool. And we might as well backflip just to get some cycle happening. So I could Adrenaline and Strike. Yeah, go on then. Oh, I should have waited to see what I drew. But you know, here I am, getting by on my actual native block. Which is more than I can do here. So we Survivor away one of these. I think I have to play the Fumes. Do you have exact block and then unload? And now he's running, so I need for the intangibles. Just lay out as much damage as I can. I'm gonna drink it. Oh, you little shit. I hate that card so much. It's just impossibly bad. 15 damage, can I do it? Not with that. Or those. Wow. Took that a draw. One cloak and dagger. It's not really enough. I'm gonna have to use this, I think, if I don't want him to get away with my money, and I really don't. Oh my god. Well, we're getting there, I think. Oh my... Oh no, the poison again, that's fine. And then turn. Was it worth ditching both my potions for that? Debatable, obviously, you know, hard to say for sure. The good news is, I haven't touched any of the tasty intangible stuff, so I can't be Wraith Formed, so I can't be hit. So he's dead, and I play Wraith Form for the healing. It's an extra 2 HP. Not exactly tidy, but I'll take it, it's decent. As is a fairy in a bottle. I do want out maneuver. I don't know. It's starting to feel a little cloggy in the deck. I might skip it. It's a great card, but is it great enough? Now I can go here and remove a card. Or I could go here and have a slightly futile fight. I'm going to go and take the fight on, and it's largely because I kind of want to see how much I can heal up on this turn. Especially against these guys. This is the perfect battle for these fools. Only two attack cards. And I guess the play is to defend twice and unload. Kind of want to play the distraction, but no, we'll just do a stat. I'm not going to get too fancy here. I think full block and maximising the damage output is good. Here I can see a big argument just for playing it and moving on. It would be nice to combine with something like plated armor. Okie dokie. Flipping. Pretty effectively. A fuse. Light cloak and dagger. Hit that. Do this. Oh, that's gone very well. Sure. And then we can flying knee to lock up the 4 energy for the next turn. And yeah, pretty confident. Feel this has been a decent decision. Should get a relic and not lose any HP here. My fight is only going to get easier as time passes. Got time to backflip and find a distraction, which I desperately wanted. That will kill him off. Distraction gives me acrobatics, which isn't really what I needed, but gets me another flying knee. We'll start in on you then. Nice. Chuck out a prep. Game is cheating. They're going to land an entire 8 damage on me. Boo! Cheats. So this has to be a Wraith Form turn. Can neutralise as well. Very nice. Wraith Forming again is the positive play here. There's a choice between taking one, well, healing one and healing none. Heal one. It's a handful of days. Oh, which way Wraith Form again, so that's another 2 HP healed. I've almost healed back to where I was before. On minus 13 dexterity now. It's like rigor mortis is set in at this stage. Let's just... this guy just standing there kind of mumbling about cards, chucking them away. We will prep. I think this is the end. Yeah, this is the end. Knee, slice, strike. So that went well. I mean, they got a blow in, and it was annoying. Oh, recall pillow. That's a really nice pickup. I'm very happy about that. And I guess I want to take tools. Tools is pretty good. I think having a tools in the deck is nice. Plus the power healing with the bird face burn. That's all vital. But I get to smith. What do I get to smith? I don't know. What do I want to smith? Tools for free is pretty good. That's always a nice pickup. Cloak and dagger. It's a big shiv. Pickup, definitely. Adrenaline is useful. I'm going to go with the tools upgrade. Just to ensure that that always gets played is really nice. So I should get 25 HP for my... Oh, I fucking thought it was a pantograph. It's fine. Laughing boy here isn't going to get near me. I should Wraith Form on this turn just to be safe and play Tools of the Trade because I can. And we'll play prepared as well. You never know. Alright, probably don't need 2 Wraith Forms. Let's start with the neutralized, and then am I going to backflip? Yes, I am. And strike. Might as well play that and chuck it. Okay, that's good. So you're doing 1 damage, are you? Well, okay. Quite like to play the Wraith Form again. I think I will do that. I can adrenaline for a little bit of extra. I mean, I don't need to worry so much about my HP now, but I can strike with the adrenaline. I think maybe I'll do that. Oh no, we'll play the fuse. Perfect. Have your 1 point of damage, sir. Oh, you got me. And so, time to retaliate, hopefully. I will discard the Wraith Form. Strike. I've not done much actual hitting in, unfortunately. I will get round to the business of laying blows on his person later. More goop. More Wraith Forms. And an unload. So... gain 0 block, why not? Do 4 damage, that's fine. Hit with the strike, hit with the unload. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Might try and manage his HP. I don't know if I can do enough damage for it even to be a consideration. I do want to Wraith Form again here. So neutralised is good. Chuck that away. Chuck the neutralise in, do another Wraith Form. That's my 3rd, and I'm really not getting through. So yeah, we'll get through on this turn though. Pretty much guarantee that. Hit and hit again. .50 split. Yeah, it's not too shabby. I'm happy with that. In fact, I'm happy with it. Here, got 4 energy, and 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can play one of the slimes and toss the other one. 25 points is the goal, so 3, 9, 15, 27. I could split them now. I think I'd rather just keep them separate, things considered. So that would put him down to 23. Yeah, let's hit that instead. Oh, I should have played the slime first. Never mind. The tiniest of misplays. Okay. What have we got? I do want a Wraith Form. I definitely don't want a Wraith Form twice. Yeah, let's do it now. That's pretty good. Largely the poisons won't take them below the threshold. But it'd be pretty easy to get them both below the threshold on the next turn, so while I've got my intangible running, and that's great and important, it's also very easy for me to do the damage needed. And that's also great and important. Let's play prepared, get another slime, just like that, and then just play what we can. What does distraction do? It's another prepared. Take neutralize, that's fine. We can only do 6 damage. It's pretty weak. With the 7 from the poison, it gets him roughly where we need him to go. And I gain 0 block from Survivor even. I just can't play those cards. Okay, so I don't have any AoE, unfortunately. HP of damage. I keep forgetting that because this is a final boss fight. I always with the large slime, the giant slime, I always struggle because it just doesn't feel like a boss fight. It's just a bit too. I've lost to him, obviously. We all have. Don't you try and deny it. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It feels so anticlimactic and. Like maybe they should be sending me slightly tougher opponents. But yes, this is the final fight, and therefore I don't have to worry about my HP at all. Minus 33 dexterity, that's a new one for me. Pretty impressed by that. Nice to see that we can continue to exist at these high pressure environments. Let's see if we can't get some more damage onto you. Not quite enough to kill you. Minus 37 now. And yep, so this is the end of the Beyond, whatever it's called, the first world. It was slow, it was laborious, but this deck definitely has potential for another win. Another win with the silence, unfortunately. But maybe... I don't need another Tools of the Trade. I mean, bullet time is it's super useful here in a deck with a lot of 3-cost cards. I think pretty much essential. So Zoo, right? I mean, when do you not? Runic Pyramid is kind of good. Obviously, Runic Dome can die in a fire. Sozu, when would I not take Sozu? It's just too damn good. And that's the end of the world. Off to the city, Act 2. All right. Well, this seems like, as it's quite a lengthy. Or more accurately, slow playthrough. Seems like a good time to pop a cut in. Thank you very much for watching. As always, the most important thing is that you continue to watch. Do please come back for part 2, which will be starting shortly on a YouTube near you. Thanks once again, and stop recording.